All right, should be up and running here. We've been closed for about 2.5 minutes. All right, so we'll be taking a look at how the Qs and SPY finished today and going over today's trades. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Good afternoon. This is Ifan from the Strategic Day Trader, and this is your market wrap for February 9th, 2022. SPY up 1.4, Qs up 2.1, and IWM up 1.9. All right, we got the failure of the sell setup that we had outlined here on the Qs right here with as soon as we gapped up. Okay, and so one thing that I wanted to look out for today was that just in case, because we failed on the hourly downtrend, we just gap up and run up higher. Now it's a pretty slight run up. We did kind of grind higher throughout the day. Okay, but I was kind of thinking that we have a good list of short ideas, and then we have a couple good long ideas. I want to try to get into a long first, just in case we just have a trend day or a strong run up at the open based on the reversal of this hourly trend. Okay, so I mean, we talked about yesterday how I was looking that was a little bit more likely. And once the hourly breaks, it's even more likely that the daily also is going to lose the pivot here. Okay, so yeah, right now neutral overall moving into tomorrow, and then once we take out 370.10 on the Qs, then we'll have to be bullish. All right, because then what will have happened here is, let me go ahead and do this. We will, in this kind of longer term daily trend here, since the middle of January, we'll have produced a low, a higher low, and then if we take out this pivot, a higher high, right? And so then by definition, the daily will have gone back into an uptrend. Okay. All right. So the hourly kind of giving us our first kind of clue that, yeah, we may take that pivot out. All right. All right. Let's go over the plays from today. So I think first play out of the gate was the CCJ. Sammy called that and was an opening breakout there on the CCJ. So that was really, really nice. I was looking at the DOX, which was my first play. I was looking at the newer, the AVYA. AVYA was my favorite gap down. And I just didn't even notice the CCJ till it was already gone. So that one kind of snuck by. I did like the DOX more than the CCJ. But I think CCJ was just as good or better. So yeah, that one just kind of snuck by. Missed that one. But here's the DOCS. Started off with the opening bar break, opening range breakout here, breakout over these couple bars, and then we did a buy setup on the DOX as an ad. So if you know quite a few people joined, see that 5-minute buy setup. It's fine that it's extended because this is still the first 20 minutes of the day, and a lot of that 5-minute just hasn't had time to catch up to the gap, so that's fine. And even if we were to go to the one is actually caught up, and now we're breaking back above it, and 2 was also caught up. So on both those time frames, actually 2 was not. And 2 was not, just the 1, which is fine. We don't switch to the 2 until after the first 30 minutes. But the 2 I thought was a pretty nice pattern as well. I thought 5 just simplified everything, just made it a 5-minute buy setup. Okay, so this was decent. First run up, we had a decent run up here on the DOCS right off the bat, so I wanted to protect some because it was pretty spready. So I said on the next pop, which we got right here, take some. And then on the next pop after that, take some more, which ended up being, I think, in this retest in here. And then the last piece, the last quarter, came out underneath the hourly bar. So each piece made a little bit. So it wasn't too bad on the DOCS. Max on this, I think, was about 2. Okay, at least on the ad piece. The original piece, I think, got a little bit more potential on it, but it was a big stop. There were a lot of big stops today. NEWR, the way that I played this, was like a $3, almost $3.50 stop. I'll show you here. Let me see where I got filled on this. On this, newer, filled at 82.36. Yeah, okay, so here it is. It's that box that's highlighted there. But I just wanted to see how much below the support, because I was trying to get it underneath 82.41. So that's not too bad, actually. 82.36. But look at where my stop goes. I was using actually this above this bar. Let's see, 82, 85.45. No, that's this one. So 82.36 by 85. I gave it because it had 20 cents spread at times to 85.65. Okay, 82.36 by 85.65. So that's what, $3.20 almost. $3.30. Yeah. So big stop. But the nice thing about it is, like I said, I got in 82.36. Look at where it closed. 78.20. So there was still, even with the really big stop, lots of potential here for follow through. That's because we have an island reversal. Gap up, here's the island, and then we reverse the island. So it's a pretty good gap, pretty high quality gap. Like this one quite a bit on the NEWR. So that was pretty good. AVYA, like I said, I was watching this. This was my favorite gap down, but I thought it was too wild. I thought it was a bit too wild. I wanted to play this base breakdown right here. And then when I saw it pop or drop and pop, I saw like 15, 20 cent spread, and I thought it was too wild. But this actually would have been the biggest play for me if I had played this. But yeah, I ended up passing on it because it was just a little bit too wild on the AVYA. Love the gap though. Perfect size on the gap. Perfect location. You get right to support, and then you break it right at the open. Right, so then all the longs that might have been using this as support are going to get out, right? And it looks lower on every time frame. Look at that weekly breaking down there underneath the base. So I like this quite a bit. The AVYA didn't end up getting into it. James did have a call on it here at the end of the day as a 15-minute sell setup that got some follow through, so that was nice. The CCJ gave another entry from Sammy on this pullback. 5-minute looked pretty good. Yeah, 5-minute, that made some. So all the calls worked today, so that was good. All the calls made money. So that was nice to see. I missed out on the AVYA. I missed out on the CCJ. So, you know, I'll probably miss out on plays or pass on plays that work every day. But I really felt like today at the open, there were plays that were just going that I just didn't even have a chance to check out. So that is how earnings season generally feels for me. So does this mean finally things are picking up? I really hope so, because today I would say out of all the days since mid January when earnings season technically started, today's been kind of the most feeling like an earnings season type of day. Okay, so hopefully it's just a sign of more to come. All right, but overall pretty decent day. All right, so hopefully you did well as well. Hopefully you took some of the calls. Every single one of them made money. So hopefully tomorrow will be another good day. All right, we'll be back at it then, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a good evening.